Let's freaking go! They don't know me, son. Back with another banger YouTube. For Plat Lobby. There it is. My controller here. About to be doing some rocket racing. Know what? We're not gonna use my controller. We can for that. Right now, right. So what do we have here? You feel what I'm saying here? Why did you have to happen on the first match? The Hans. No idea what that was and do not care. Yeah. Plat, I did just get to Plat on Rocket Racing. You know, I tried to live stream that. My fault. Just chatting. Reaction time, baby. When cops realize their colleague is a pedo. 0 viewers. End of this month, I want about 200 viewers. This year, I'll probably be peaking 200K views.
Police officers are supposed to uphold the law and protect innocent civilians. But what happens when officers discover there is a child predator among them?
So we're gonna do this, officer's gonna switch out the cuffs?
Paul? No. My name's not Paul.
You just say Paul.
No.
You just say your name Paul.
My name's not Paul. You got the wrong guy, buddy. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what's good, man? What's up? There's another one right here.
Here are 5 times when cops realized their colleague was a secret pedo. Start.
Yo. No! Bro, but I think it was the dude on the third row. I seen that dude, bro. Dude.
My name is...
Police officers are supposed to uphold
My name's
pedo. Starting with the when cops.
Dude. Alright. Let's try to guess right here. Even though nobody's in my chat right now, nobody's watching this. Who is going to be the freakiest, weirdest one in here? Alright, I've already seen this one. This guy, yeah, it's bad. What he does is bad, but like, I don't know if it's gonna be like this guy. Saving him worse for last, man. I can just tell that he's not a very good looking dude. So he's like one of them desperate ones. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Realized their colleague was a secret pedo. Starting with the case of this former cop who traveled a great distance to take advantage of a
Also, yeah, like how can you don't like think to turn around, like this isn't a good idea, like turn around. Y'all dudes are that desperate, man. Vile, disgusting.
14-year-old. However, instead of his anticipated outcome,
I'm 14.
He would be greeted by the father of the child and a mob of police officers.
Do something about it, you. Come out here. Here, grab your gun. Really? Oh, you're a cop? You're a police officer? You're a fucking police officer? You're a fucking police officer, you scumbag?
Days prior, the man had begun messaging an alleged 14-year-old, but could have never expected that this supposed 14-year-old was actually the father of the child. The man also somehow thought flashing his police badge would save him, but he was terribly wrong.
I'm gonna call your boss. 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 I wasn't going to. You wanna call your boss before I do? Do you wanna call your boss before I do? And go ahead, erase it all, buddy. Erase it all. Erase it all. You guys see it? Erasing it. He's erasing it. Erase it all. I'm video wherever the I want to. Do something about it, you. Do something about it, you. Do something about it, you. Come out here. Here, grab your gun. Really? Oh, you're a cop? You're a police officer?
Realizing there was no escape route, he attempted to defend his disgraceful actions by fabricating false stories. But considering that the father had all the chat logs, the man was only making things worse for himself.
You think I'm stupid? I knew you were a cop. How's this gonna look? How's this gonna look to your department?
When there's proof that you're harassing my brother for money.
Your brother for money?
He's got a video too. There's a person videoing him too.
Oh, somebody's videoing your brother? I don't know who your brother is, but you're a cop?
They know you.
You're a cop? What department do you work for? I'm gonna calm down. What department do you work for?
Well, they know you and you're videoing him.
What department do you work for? I would never ask for money. Never.
Asking him for money.
I would never do it. I would never do it.
Camera set up and everything.
Okay, well that's fine. It's not me. There's a whole bunch of us out there. What department do you work for? I'm calming down. What police department do you work for?
I work for one here.
I know, but what police department? What county is it?
Who's not here?
Okay, what county? I already knew you were a cop in Texas, so why are you here?
I live here.
Okay, so you're a cop in Texas, but you live here? Do you know the Texas Rangers just took a couple guys in Texas for me? I knew you were a cop. I knew you were a cop before you pulled up. You think I'm stupid. I do.
He never knew you were a cop. Why'd you act so surprised when you pulled? I do my research. I knew you were a cop. Dude, stop lying to him, man. You might as well just like, can you just call the police already, dude? Why you
Do my research. I knew you were a cop. Why do you think I asked you several times? I knew you were a cop. Bro, you're out there supposed to serve and protect, right? You're not supposed to serve the fucking children, right? So you're a fucking cop, bro. You just said I'm harassing an officer. You showed me your badge. You're a fucking cop, bro. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Don't you think the cops got enough on their plate already? Don't you? Can we agree that they already get enough? But then you got people out there like you trying to meet with the children? It makes them look bad, bro. Just like that other guy that's asking your brother for money makes me look bad, right? Right? But if I asked you for a penny, I asked you to call your mom to get some help, man. Right? I didn't ask you for money. You got it, sir. You got it. He said he has a problem. He's like minors for 4 or 5 years.
Is this your address?
Yeah. Well, that one. Right there. Yep.
So that's your house.
That's my house. But anyways, then we were talking, well, his mom, somebody must have called him because I live streamed this. And he went to his truck. He was going to drive off. I told him I was calling the police, and he pulled his badge out of the center console. And he's like, "You're harassing an officer of the law." Pulled his police badge out on me. He told me he was a cop.
This is
told me he was a
Colorado
security guard at first. But yeah, right now, he just pulled out his badge at the center console. And he's like, "You're harassing a cop." He's like, "Back the fuck up." Got it all recorded where he said he was here to have sex with a 14-year-old.
Okay.
I got all the chat logs right here. I have one more phone right in there. I can grab it for you. It's the first, 6 where he says he's 14, where I say I'm 14 and he's okay with it. And then this.
You have one more phone?
You have another, it's another phone. It's a Grinder. It's my Grinder decoy phone. So that's how we met. But as soon as I told him I was 14, he wanted to get out of Grinder. He wanted to go to regular messaging because he didn't want, Grinder keeps record. Okay. So he was trying to go to messaging. So we went over to messaging, and that's what I have on this phone. So you're going to see on here, this is where he asks.
And what's the paper?
That's just what he said. I just write it down so when I'm talking to him, yeah, and Ian can have it all. You sure
you don't need this?
No, not at all. That was just the big points that I'm writing down. Hey, how are you?
After the police had collected the man's statement, this part-time fake cop / full-time pedo was finally detained and taken to jail to face multiple charges and is currently awaiting trial. But if you thought he was bad, then you haven't met 34-year-old Detective Robert Strand, who on June the 19th of 2022 would be discovered to be in possession of some very illegal videos on his mobile phone.
Mr. Strand, go ahead and step out here. So what we're going to do, this officer's going to switch out the cuffs, and then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off.
While on duty, Robert had no idea that an arrest warrant had been issued against him, and by the time he had found out, he was already cuffed and immediately began denying the allegations.
How much is 5-6?
How you doing? Hey. Sir, can I have you do me a favor? Set your paperwork on the tailgate right there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Go ahead and relax your legs. Okay.
How do I achieve the field
I want
chat?
to get you into this vehicle quickly. Okay. But I don't want you to take anything you don't need to have. Alright. Need to double off these for you. Too tight on you?
Judging by the officer's tone, it appeared they wanted the case to be as discreet as possible due to Robert's rank in the force. This is unfortunate to see, as nobody, especially someone like him, deserves any special treatment.
Okay, Robert, I'm gonna let...
Facts! I just had the biggest voice cracker of my life. Facts!
Special Agent Owen Pena tell you why you're being placed under arrest at this time?
You're being placed under arrest where we'll be getting an arrest warrant for you, sworn out today for possession of a child of children possession statute.
Okay, the biggest thing for me is I do this for everybody. I don't want a big scene made about anything. So I'm going to be as discreet as possible. Cooperate with me, we'll be fine. Big scene made about anything. So I'm going to be as discreet as possible. Cooperate with me, we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this portion done and do what we got to do. Transporting back to where Angelo is by the emergency management building. If you could advise Rio to meet me here. We have our forensic unit sitting and then a blue Ford Explorer. All right, thank you, sir. Bye. Yes, sir. Pick up your dogs? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, let me get my, I'm gonna bring you a notepad out. I'll get the information. Absolutely, we'll do that. Are those cuffs good for you? Yes. Okay.
It seemed like Robert was confident in the influence his rank would provide him in jail. But wrong again, Detective Pedo.
Okay, so I didn't search you.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do it now. Wait till Rio gets here. I'm going to advise them, and then we're going to do a search. I just didn't want you there.
Okay.
I don't like to do that with anyone. I like to get them out of the limelight. Over here, I think we'll be okay. Do you have anything on you that you need to leave here?
I don't think so.
I know you had a holster for bags or whatever.
I got the holsters. Yeah, you can take them off.
Well, no. I mean, they're covered. I don't care. So. All right, sir. Go ahead and give me the name.
It's gonna be Sherry Strand. S-T-R-A-N-D.
Okay. Residence?
Yes.
Is there anything that she needs to know other than just take the dogs?
Just take the dogs.
Okay, as soon as they're completed the residence with the search warrant, I'll let her know and we'll get that handled for you.
So, I know you probably can't tell me you won't ruin my life. Was it, did you ever tell me if it was in the deleted section?
Sir, I don't see. I'm not that guy.
Oh, okay.
So
I know there was nothing.
Yeah, I don't do.
How can you be smiling right now? Your life just got destroyed.
With the forensics, I'm unaware of how that operates. I mean, I have a very, very small IQ when it comes to that, but I'm sure that Special Agent Pena will be able to answer some questions for you, absolutely. I wish I did, but I do not. If you get too hot, let me know and I'll move over and open that door so you get at least this kind of shade. You're fine.
So what happens from there?
They'll go ahead and finish processing all the scenes.
Okay.
We're going to turn you over to Rio Rancho Police Department for transport and detention.
Okay.
And
is it going to be this jail here or Santa Fe? Do you know?
Sir, I don't. I'm unaware of how. Yeah, I'm unaware of how Rio Rancho deals with these types of detentions. I don't know. Okay. But I'm sure we'll advise them of who you are, and so that'll be taken into consideration, of course.
It was at this point that Robert seemingly realized the severity of what he had done and began to fear the consequences. Now, I'm no genius, but perhaps he should have thought about that beforehand.
So where'd the other agent go?
He's in our command post here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to speak with him?
I don't think he can answer any of my questions.
If you have something you'd like to ask him, I'm sure he'd be willing to try to answer.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I didn't have anything to say about that. But it's not a big deal.
Well, I can have him come by. Not a problem, man. Hey, this gentleman would like to ask you a couple questions if you have a minute. All right, sir. Thank you. He'll be right out.
Sir, Mr. Strand, sir.
I don't know how much you can answer, but was that found in the deleted section?
I can't give you that right now.
Okay.
It'll be listed in the where it was found.
Okay.
In the arrest warrant.
Yeah. Anything I knew about was.
Okay. All right.
That's why I was asking.
Okay, no problem.
I think you guys being arrested for that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So what's next?
What's next is Rio's coming. They're gonna transport you to their holding cell,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna finish out my warrant, send it to my prosecutors. Prosecutor's gonna approve it, and then I'm gonna walk over here and get a judge to look to see if I can get a judge to sign the arrest warrant. Once the arrest warrant is signed out, you'll be booked on that arrest warrant. All right. Any other questions?
No, I appreciate you guys.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off.
It's good you beat this life one.
Robert was eventually arrested and driven to jail, where he would be charged with 2 felony counts of child related crimes. He was later forced to resign from his position after being released from jail. While Robert was highly lucky to only end up with 2 felony counts, the next individual secured himself 20 felony charges for an act despicable for anyone to commit, let alone a police officer.
How are you? So there are a few steps that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you're...
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Sorry. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I know y'all like that little calm edit right there where I had to get clothes for school tomorrow. Feel what I'm saying? You feel you heard? You heard? No, I'm not in no gangs. Any gangs at all. Alright, let's continue this.
Not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting on behalf of the court moving forward.
Okay.
Dude, I hate this guy.
So I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant that was granted this afternoon by a judge.
Okay.
The warrant
takes off the
does
whole
allow
video.
us, to grab some DNA swabs from you,
Okay.
as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or
Still
potentially
going.
in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have them.
Okay. Is it inside?
Okay.
Misdemeanor charges and later sentenced to 12 years in the state prison.
God, what did
But
he
just
deserve?
when you think you've seen it all, meet Officer Shorty, a high-ranking and decorated officer who lured a boy to a hotel room to do the unthinkable.
And I can't think of any other proof that I can show you.
There's nothing, because there's no, I mean,
There absolutely would be.
what we have is the truth.
If I had phone calls or if I had...
But you don't, because they don't exist. What we have is the truth. You know it. You know
I
that's
never
why
would have thought to have to record a phone call or anything with a guy. I mean,
it was recorded. That's what we've got pictures of. The conversation was recorded. I mean, that is so clearly you. You and I both know that's you. Anyone we show that to is going to know that's you.
Well, that's the problem.
It's not a problem. It's the truth. What I'm saying is the problem is that for some reason you think that if you stick your head in the sand and ignore it, it's going to go away. It's not. Your best bet is to tell us the truth, tell us what happened, and then move on from this. Make this a bump in the road, not the road.
On March the 9th of 2017, at around 1 a.m., officers would respond to a distress call about a missing teenage boy. They had received an anonymous tip stating that someone, matching the boy's description, had entered into a hotel room with a man. And when officers arrived at the hotel, they were stunned by what they discovered. Initially, police pretended to be conducting a welfare check. However, when the man confirmed another party was in the room, officers demanded that he open the door.
What? What in the world?
Cops quickly retrieved the young boy, but were shocked by who they found at the heart of the crime, a well-respected and high-ranking officer by the name of Ralph Allen Lee Shorty. With the staggering evidence against him, he was arrested and taken for interrogation.
What transpired there?
Well, we were inside talking, and we heard a bang on the door. I honestly didn't know who it was. Couldn't see through the keyhole or the peephole. And so, the young man I was with, I know has, I've known him for. We've been talking. He's come to the coffee shop that I operate a couple times. I've even had him over to my house, play video games before. Had no idea. Told me when I first met him that he was 20. And so when they first got there, I didn't know what the issue was. Didn't know if it was somebody trying to get in or what. So I asked them, somebody that said it was a wellness check or something like that, and I said, hey, I'm fine. And they were persistent, and then I could finally see a badge, one of them. And then they said that there was a minor inside the room. Obviously, I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old. Like I said, we've been talking on the phone for a while. He, in fact, for a few months, he even told me that he went to California to try to get in the music industry or something.
Although he denied knowing the child was a minor, the investigation proved quite the contrary. On March the 16th of 2017, Shorty would be charged by the Cleveland County District Attorney on 3 felony counts: soliciting a minor for sex acts, prostitution within 1,000 feet of a church, and transporting an individual for prostitution. Months later, Shorty would be found guilty and sentenced to 15 years in prison plus 10 years of supervised release. Thankfully, Shorty was brought to justice, even though he almost committed the atrocity. But this next officer didn't even come close, as he would be trapped by a YouTuber before anything happened.
Hey, what's going on? What you here for?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
What you right here for?
What's that?
What you right here for, Paul?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm here to meet some of my friends.
You here to meet? Here to meet your friends?
Yeah, I'm here to get some I'm here to get a turkey hill iced tea. Some cash. Why?
Oh, don't. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Who are you?
Listen, I'm out here. I know what you're right here to do.
I'm not here to do nothing.
Listen,
I'm here to get a turkey hill iced tea.
You hit up one of my decoys already.
No. Listen, buddy, you got the wrong guy.
Buddy, Paul?
No. My name's not Paul.
You just said Paul.
No.
You just said your name Paul.
My name's not Paul. You got the wrong guy, buddy. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what's good, man? What's up? What's up? There's another one right here.
You're not playing no homie game with me. You're not playing no game.
Got one again right here.
You're not playing no game with me.
Ex-police officer Leonard Galley was there to meet up with a minor that he had been in contact with on the phone. But little did he realize that there was no minor, and he had just walked into an elaborate trap. But despite being caught red-handed, he was not going to give in so easily.
Hey, what's going on?
What you here for?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
What you right here for?
What's that?
What you right here for, Paul?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm here to meet some of my friends.
You here to meet? Here to meet your friends?
Yeah, I'm here to get I'm here to get a turkey hill iced tea. Some cash. Why?
Oh, don't. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Who are you?
Listen, I'm out here. I know what you're right here to do.
I'm not here to do nothing.
Listen,
I'm here to get a turkey hill iced tea.
You hit up one of my decoys already.
No. Listen, buddy, you got the wrong guy.
Buddy.
After realizing he was caught, he then fled the scene, thinking that his little problem would cease to exist. But fortunately for this genius, his face was clearly captured in the footage, and days later he would be apprehended by the police and charged for soliciting a minor for sex. He was eventually sentenced to 2 years in prison. If you like this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.
Well, that's the end of the video. It's the end of the stream because I gotta